Hi, I'm Alex, and I want to do a review of my Acerbis 3.7 gallon gas tank for the DRZ400E. This tank is only for the E model, it does not fit the S model. It was $227 shipped from gastanksonly.com, that's with the Adventure Rider Forum discount. And I had troubles finding pictures of this thing online and reading reviews of it, so that's why I'm doing this review, to help anybody who's looking for a desert tank for their DRZ. I don't know if it would clear a radiator guard or not because I don't have them on my bike, but it is fairly tight in there. And one thing I like about the Acerbis tanks, and the reason why I got an Acerbis tank, is it has a petcock on both sides of the tank. So you can burn every bit of gas out of the tank. And that's a problem with some of the other models. For example, the IMS 4-gallon tank, it leaves about a half a gallon below the petcocks also. And another thing about this tank is that the petcocks are at the very bottom of the tank. There's no part hanging below the petcock, so you can burn every drop. The color match of the tank, this is the fluorescent yellow. Isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. And one thing I noticed after I filled it up, it's not the natural model, but you can see the fuel right through the tank. Well, maybe you can't on the camera. It's easier in sunlight. You can see the fuel level you have, which is a nice feature. And one thing I did when I first filled it up at the gas station is I made marks here to show first gallon, second gallon, third gallon, and then it really does hold 3.7 gallons as advertised. The machined aluminum threads for the cap is nice, and it comes with a high quality gas cap. It's compatible with some kind of quick fill system that Acerbis sells. Goes on real nice, no leaks. The petcocks seem to be good quality. I had to buy my own fuel line. I use the Motion Pro Tygon tubing, which stays flexible, is what the guy at the KTM shop told me. One thing that happened was when you have two petcocks, you need some kind of T or Y, and the one that came with the tank broke when I was installing it. So I got this is from a KTM dealer. It's a KTM part. Yeah, actually, it looks like it's leaking right there. Maybe my zip ties aren't holding up. Anyway, this seems to be working, and if this fuel line stays flexible, I can, make repairs out in the desert if I need to. So, if you need a gas tank for a DRZ400E and you're considering this one, I'm pretty happy with mine. I've taken it on one ride, and okay, I do have one gripe with it. When you sit on the bike, you contact it as there's kind of an angle here, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. It used to be that my knees hit the tank, and now that my thigh hits the tank, which, maybe I'll get used to it. But it is a little bit different feeling. My legs are a little wider apart now too, but that can be expected. It's got more than a gallon more capacity than before.